So tell me about yourself.
Yeah, I grew up in Oregon, and then I moved here to the Bay Area when I was a kid. I went to grade school here, and I really wanted to be a scientist while I was growing up. But then when I went to apply for colleges, I actually decided to choose to study.
Most interviewers start the interview with the question, tell me about yourself. They want to warm us up, learn a little about us, keyword a little. But most of us end up failing to impress because we don't know how much we should say. So we end up talking for too long, potentially frustrating our interviewer. Let us help. To answer this question, tell me about yourself, use the past, present, future structure. You want to start chronologically, but instead of getting caught in the details and sharing every detail about every job, just share 2 to 3 points into the past, in the present, and in the future. This will help ensure that you move your answer along and think you only want your answer to be about 60 seconds. For example, let's give Michael a redo using the past, present, future structure.
So Michael, tell me about yourself.
I grew up here in the Bay Area, went to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo to study languages. In fact, have a master's degree in teaching English to speakers of other languages. That took me abroad to Japan and China. Then about 5 years ago, I got asked by a former colleague to help her build out a business doing communication trainings for companies. Learned a lot about business, leadership, and also more about communication skills. But the one thing that was missing was this opportunity to live abroad and also learn a new language. So when I saw that there was this position open to do leadership education in Indonesia, I was so excited. I'm really excited about this conversation to see if there's a fit.
Let's break this down. For the first part, the past.
I grew up here in the Bay Area, went to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo to study languages.
Notice overall that he only shared information that was relevant to this job, that he lived and taught abroad, what he enjoyed about his job. He kept it nice and concise. It's really tempting to go into the details, but no need to. Next, the present.
Then about 5 years ago, I got asked by a former colleague to help her build out a business doing communication trainings for companies.
Notice here that he's talking about his most recent job, what he learned, how he challenged himself, all in a nutshell. It's always better to leave them wanting more. Think of it this way. It's like you're giving them a menu of options in this answer, and then they can select from that menu what they want to go into more in the rest of the interview. Lastly, the future.
When I saw that there was this position open to do leadership education in Indonesia, I was so excited.
Here we see that Michael's connecting what he's done in the past to this job that he's interviewing for. In this section, transition to the job that you're interviewing for and say why you're excited about it. This makes the interviewer's job so easy because now they're primed to start talking about the role, and you've already had a chance to say why you're excited about it. And that's going to make the interviewer feel great. Pro tip, practice aloud your past, present, future before your next interview. Guaranteed you're going to get asked some iteration of this question and you'll be ready to go. Keep an eye out for our future videos where we're going to give more tips for how to handle during the interview. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, leave comments and questions below. And if you're interested in a training, write info@lhctraining.com.